How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here. So we obviously got the Thursday night football slate here. Week number 2, we got the Washington football team versus the New York Giants. Looking to be a pretty low scoring game. The total right now is only 40.5. Washington is a 3-point favorite as of right now, but that could definitely move in their favor, I believe. But we're going to go ahead and hop right into this. We're not going to waste too much time here. So my value player is going to be Dyami Brown. I believe that's how you say his name. He's $1,400. He's the clear wide receiver number 2 in this Washington offense. He played 92.7% of the snaps in week 1 versus the Chargers. He only had 1 catch on 4 targets, and it was for a 2-yard loss, so that is a little bit of a downfall to him. But he was targeted on a 50-yard pass or so that he ended up actually drawing a pass interference penalty on, so they are trying to target this guy deep. He is played in the slot as well. Last week, Jerry Jeudy played in the slot against the New York Giants and was able to rack up 6 catches for 72 yards prior to getting injured in that game. So obviously the Giants are a little bit weak against that slot position, and Dyami Brown could have a pretty good game out of that slot spot. And he's only $1,400. He really doesn't need to do much to pay off that price tag. I'm liking him a lot as a value play in this game. My safe player is going to be Sterling Shepard. He's coming in at only $8,000, which is a little bit cheap for himself. He is the clear wide receiver number 1 in this Giants offense. Last week, Saquon was a bit limited, and I believe he's going to be limited again today, especially coming off of this short week. So if he is limited, Daniel Jones may be asked to throw, another 35 times. He threw 37 times in that last game. They were behind for pretty much the whole second half. Last week, he finished with 7 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown in week 1 against the Denver Broncos, which is a pretty solid defense as well, just like this Washington football team is. Keenan Allen had 9 catches for 100 yards against this Washington defense, so it definitely can be done, and I think Sterling Shepard, although not quite as good as Keenan Allen, he is a solid player, has a really good talent level, and I think he could do something similar, maybe 6 or 7 catches for like 70 or 80 yards, and hopefully he can punch in a touchdown again. I will say, though, for some reason, he is cheaper than Kenny Golladay and Saquon on this slate. I can understand why they maybe price Saquon more because of, the name Saquon Barkley, although he definitely is not getting the snap share, and he's just not getting the play time that Sterling Shepard will be out there for, so I don't think Saquon's going to have enough opportunity to pay off his price tag. I think Kenny Golladay, he's just a big body out there. He's definitely not as talented as Sterling Shepard, at least not in this offense. And I think Daniel Jones is going to be going to Sterling Shepard a lot in this game. So he's a pretty safe play at only $8,000. I'd definitely lock him in some lineups. My risky player is going to be Logan Thomas, coming in at $7,400. He played 100% of the snaps in week 1. That's just crazy. That's something we love to see. And he wasn't even targeted at all by Ryan Fitzpatrick, so you could definitely say that he appears to have a better connection with Taylor Heineke, who played he played the majority of the game. He played the whole 3.5 quarters for the most part, and he just has a better connection with Logan Thomas than Ryan Fitzpatrick did. Last week, he had a pretty mediocre day, but he was saved by getting a touchdown. He had 3 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown, so he ended up having a decent outing, but all in all, if he didn't get that touchdown, it wouldn't have been a great day. Last week, however, the Giants did give up 6 catches for 62 yards to Noah Fant in week 1, so they're giving up a good bit to these tight ends, and I think Logan Thomas has a skill set to do so as well. He is 7.4K, which is a bit pricey for a guy who only had 3 targets in week 1, but I think those numbers are definitely going to go up quite a bit this week. I think 7.4K, he could definitely pay that off if he is able to get a touchdown. So to close this out, I'm just going to touch on 2 more things really quick. Dustin Hopkins and Graham Gano, they're really cheap kickers in this matchup, 3.8K and 3.6K. I probably play Dustin Hopkins in a couple lineups. He's a really good value as well. I didn't put him in because I wanted to have Dyami Brown in instead, but these 2 kickers in a low-scoring matchup look to be doing pretty good. Kickers, you don't really want to play in the high-scoring showdown slates because in a game that's going to end, 60 points or so, if a team scores 35 points and it's all touchdowns, that kicker is going to have 5 extra points and score 5 points. Whereas if a team scores 17 points and scores 2 touchdowns and kicks a 40-yard field goal, that's 6 points right there, and they scored half the amount of points as a team. So the lower scoring games tend to be better for kickers, and I think the kickers in this one are a little bit cheap, and they're a really good value as well. But that's going to close out this week for the Thursday night football slate. I will be doing the showdown slates for Thursday and Mondays as well every week. I'm not going to be doing the Sunday night football slate. I just won't really have time for that. So Thursday night football, Monday night football, be on the lookout on the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with that. I already posted the week 2 DraftKings player picks for the entire Sunday slate, so go ahead and check that out. I'll have it down in the description below, or you can just click on my YouTube channel and find that in there. But I appreciate everybody watching today. I hope you all have a great one. Win some money on this Thursday slate, and I'll see you all Monday for the next one.